Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome back after a long hiatus. It's been about 3.5 months since I last played this game to our 6th Army's adventures in Stalingrad. However, we are going to resume it, I think 3 more episodes to finish, and I promised I would be back, and we are back. I actually had to watch the previous episode to recall what we were doing. I'm going to do a quick summary, and then we're going to jump into our 29th of October turn. We try to play through 3 turns in the game here and see if we can make any progress, although to be totally honest, I think our 6th Army may have run out of steam here. If you recall, the red areas here are the Soviet areas. We control everything else. We've got 2 main areas outside of this island here and then the east bank of the Volga River. But on the west bank of the Volga River, we have these 4 areas in here that are Russian controlled, and we have this 2 areas in the countryside that are Russian controlled. We have 3 problems. 4 problems, really. Well, we have a lot of problems, but we have 3 Russian problems. Problem number 1 is in this area here, this flight school settlement. There is a massive force of Russians in here. We've been pounding them from the air. They seem to be running out of supply, but I'm not quite sure. We're going to want to continue to pound these units from the air. We know we also have most likely 2 other very troublesome spots, which is a massive Russian force up here in the Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works. They attacked us in the last turn, and they demolished everything that was defending this force. So they've retaken that. We have some troops holding out in the factory, but there's a big Russian force there. We also believe there's a big Russian force down here in the Barkardi Tractor Works, the factories down in here too, the ordnance factory. Our problem is that, those are the 3 Russian problems. Our problem is that most of our units are badly depleted or somewhat scattered. Our largest attack force here is sitting in the technical school. We attacked with them in the last turn, trying to take the Barkardi the ordnance factory here, but we were repulsed with heavy casualties. If we look here at our units, these white and gray pips mean strength points. Most of our units, all of them, are down 50% or below. So this is not much power left here. We need to try to bring reinforcements in here and get them back up to strength. Likewise, we have a lot of units that are kind of scattered about, for example, up here, and that's kind of with the activation system in the game. You can activate 2 or maybe 3 stacks per turn, so it's really hard to kind of reassemble these stacks into something that can serve our purpose. However, I think we kind of need to do that because we have nothing up here that can stop whatever this Russian army is trying to do. This unit's completely depleted, and our forces in here are somewhat organized and kind of in good shape. So our plan for this next segment, anyway, to move things forward and say, what are we going to do? I think this area here, the Sculpturny Park, is weakly defended. We're going to take this German force here and attack on this. See if we can take this area here to reduce them to 3 zones. Meanwhile, I'm going to see if I can bring some of these reinforcements that I forgot to get activated in the last turn. I might bring them down, see if we can bring them down to here where we have 4 other units. That would give us 8, and 8 would make for a nice reinforcement stack to come down here and help in this area, because we need help. Meanwhile, we're also going to pummel these units from the air, and I might detach 1 unit from over here to try to gobble up and reoccupy this zone here. That's our plan. I will get busy, and I'll come back after I make our movement and after we designate our attacks. All right, we have moved. We've got an attack going off here on Sculpturny Park. I did scout it out beforehand. There's a lot of fixed defenses there, not so many forces. I'm not confident we can take it, but we are hitting it with a good bit of artillery. Otherwise, we did send a unit over here too, diverted one from by the river, moved up in here to take this land. We're pounding these units by the air. And then I did try to, we had some extra forces down here along the river, and I've moved those up here into the Red October Works settlement to try to build up a larger force that we might be able to do something with. So kind of reorganizing a little bit. We did not get any artillery again, though. This is, I think, the 3rd turn in a row that we haven't had. He's completely gone. We had a bug in the Okinawa game where we lost all our naval power at some point in the game. And I wonder if it's the same thing that's happening with us now, because there is a shortage of artillery, but it's completely vanished for the last return. So that's unfortunate, because I think we really need it in this case. We'd really like to pound these Russian forces down here by the river, but we don't have much artillery we can bring to bear now. Nevertheless, let's go forward and see what we are doing. Let's, we've got a couple of quick, easy artillery barrages I'll do. Then I'll come back for the big artillery barrage on the Air Force air attack on that unit off in the wilderness, and then our attack on Sculpturny Park. So I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Our big air attack on these units that are getting ground down. I mean, there's so many here, but we want to just pound. Oh, look at so many hits. Nice. We wiped out that Machine gun unit. Let's keep hitting them. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Nice. Another unit wiped out. Or not wiped out, but at least down to 1 strength. Soviet units. Pursuit round. Excellent. Let us pursue them. Running from our aircraft. More units devastated. It says victory axis, but I don't think that matters when it's just an air attack. Let's go now to Sculpturny Park. This is our attack here. We have a pretty strong force with a lot of artillery pounding them, but they have a lot of fixed positions here. Let's start bombarding them. See what we can do. Hopefully we can do... Oh, nice. Lots of hits there. Excellent. Blew away a lot of their fixed positions. I'd like to get that anti-aircraft unit, too. Now the ground troops go in. Let's go, guys. Nice. Okay, good. Keep going. Our chance of victory is 78%, which is not too bad here. Let's keep pounding them. Excellent. Oh, this is, I think, our last chance, though. We need this rubble to fall. That unit could be tough. Let's see what we can do. Come on, knock him out. Victory axis. We take it. We are not going to break through here. I think we're just going to sit there. So we will pass on the breakthrough here. Just stay there. Bombardment and combat. Nice. We've taken over the rubble, which is good. And that's the end of our turn. Okay. Air defense move. So we've captured Sculpturny Park. We've getting some forces up in here. I did scout these areas. This area, Barkardi, is loaded with Russian troops. The brickworks is rather weak, so potentially we could split these if we can get enough troops in here so that we won't get cut off from behind. Big Russian forces up here in the north. So like we did talk about at the beginning of our adventures in this episode, a lot of Russian forces here, a lot of Russian forces here, a lot of Russian forces here. Okay, let's go to our air defense phase and then see what the Russians do. All right. Here we go, Russian turn now. Let's see what they do. We've got a sniper. Enemy morale is reduced by 1. Okay, good. We got some replacements. So I want to sort them out, funneling most of them into that central depleted force that we've got here. So I'm going to take care of that. Then we'll get things going. So we've taken all of our replacements, burned them all up, used them all, and I put them all on the forces here in the technical school to try to get some strength in here because this is so badly depleted again. So again, as you can see, all the little green dots in there up top and through those units, we're trying to build this force back up. So let's commit to that. Now we should go, oh, this is the, oh man, -3. And this one's wiped out. Fever, typhus is killing us. Apparently, historically, it was just a hit devastation on both sides here. End of our turn. Let's go to the Soviets, turn 24. See what they do. That's their results. I'll be back when something interesting happens here. God, I get more reinforcements. They just keep getting reinforcements in here. Reinforcing the Tractor Works. Man, they just keep pouring in. Building mines down in here. Okay, more defensive positions. Barbed wire. Why not? Army support. Okay, let's see what they do with that. Curious to see if they attack somewhere. Heavy artillery bombardment along the Volga River here. I think they dropped... Oh, wow, that wiped that... Well, not wiped it out, but... Heavy attacks... Oh, are they attacking? They are attacking. We have some artillery in here, too, but... They're attacking our rubble. Where are they going? Sports Park. These units are breaking out. Gosh. They're going to destroy us, of course. Victory Soviets. Another zone fell. Here is a huge breakout here. Okay, this... Oh, man, this... The counterattack is starting. This is the technical school where all our weaker units are. I think I'm going to retreat because I think we're not going to be able to survive this. Okay, heavy damage. Taking a lot of casualties, though. We have to fight at least once. But depending on how this goes, gives us a 69% chance of victory, though. What happens? Oh, we're holding. I'm going to hold. Soviets retreated from battle. Excellent. We put a lot of hurt on them, too. That was good. I'm happy with that. I'm glad we brought the reinforcements in there, too. Their air defense move. So, what madness have they done up here, though? They've recaptured. This is all weakly defended, if at all defended. And they dropped in some kind of... Up here, if we look... Patrols, observers. Okay, that's good. These are just our cards. 3 orders. Good, that's nice. Army support. Nothing special there. Did get that sniper turn. They did drop something up in here, though. Something airlifted in. It just appeared. I don't know if it's partisans or something like that, so... Okay, more problems to deal with, but they're breaking out here for sure. I do think now might be the time, however, to we want to see what's in here. in this tractor works, because if they pushed most of their forces up here into the sports park, I do think we do need to come in behind them and try to cut them off by taking this area, this tractor works in here. I think that would be smart, because that would leave them trapped and out of supply, perhaps. Likewise, we'll continue to pound here. I'll think about it and we'll figure out what we're going to do. So we can use our patrols. We can send out some patrols right here, and I want to see what's here. Right here. Nice. So in this Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works, they've only left a couple of, these look like some workers that are fighting some partisans, and then a very light infantry battalion that's already fairly well depleted. We are definitely going to try to cut them off. Oh, replacements. Germans replacements to rebuild up to two full strength, 2 units in supply this turn. Nice. We will use that, of course. I'll figure out where we're going to put them. So I've selected 2 of our pioneer units, which are really expensive to resupply, and we brought them back up to full strength. That's good. And both of them down here in this technical school. So I like that move. Can we use this other one too? We can. Replacements to rebuild up to full strength, 1 unit. Okay, so we're going to do one more. I'll figure out what it is. All right, so I brought back up to full strength a 3rd unit in the technical school. I didn't choose so wisely. I probably could have chosen a better unit, but we're back there. Okay, so now our thoughts are, what are we going to do? I do want to take care of this area up here that's been infected, if you would, or been somehow they dropped some paratroopers up in there. I think I can divert this force over here, and we have 3 moves that we can do. That would be 1, although I wanted to bring them down in to try to get to bear on this more important area, but I do want to squelch any opportunities the Russians might have for expansion. We're going to pound this area by the air here. I think I'll use one of our orders in here to reorganize and bring some forces up here to try to mount, probably in the next 3 days or so, a big attack again on the Barkardi Ordnance Factory. And then we're going to take most of our troops here in the technical school and blast into this ordnance factory here, the Tractor Works, the Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works. See if we can retake it and cut these units off in the sports park. That's our plan. See how it goes. Be back. All right, here we go. I've tried to activate enough forces to get up here and move over here, but we ran out of movement. We couldn't quite get there, so I pulled them next to it. I'll have to attack that next time. We are diverting an air squadron over here to try to bomb it. Looks like it might not be such a strong position here. Hitting this with artillery. This is massive. I was able to scout it. Look at this. There are so many troops here, and they are all fresh. They just go on forever. We have nothing to compare to this. We have to cut them off and hope they run inland instead of messing around down here along the shores of the Volga here. We are counterattacking from the technical school into the Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works to try to cut them off from behind. This does look weakly defended. Splitting our forces a little bit here, but I think we have to do it. Likewise, I diverted some of the forces down in here to make a larger attack force that I do think we want to come in here and try to wipe these units out on the ground now. They've been isolated for a while, and if we could do that, we could refocus our attention here on the remaining areas of the Volga. Let's get busy and see how this goes. I'll do the easy attacks, and I'll come back for the big ones in a moment. All right, continuing to pound these flight school barracks from the air. This massive force, our entire air force basically, is coming down and hitting them. Nice. Oh, mobile retreat, pursuit round. Good. Let's keep hitting them. Excellent. Good. Victory axis, but we're just going to have to come in with ground troops and get them, I think. Now let's go to the tractor factory. This is our big attack. They don't have much. We've got a lot of artillery defending it, but hopefully we have enough firepower to make it here. Nice, nice, good, good. Just these workers are left. Let's do it. Nice, pushed them out. Victory axis. Good. So we've cut this force off, which could be good. We'll see what they do. I don't know. The Soviets have not necessarily so far in this campaign acted extraordinarily, I'd say tactically well when they've been cut off like this. We'll see. If it were me, I would crush back on one of these 2 areas and try to get the forces back into supply, of course. But we'll see. Now, we did wipe the Russian unit out up here, but we're still going to have to bring some ground forces in to retake that zone. Down here, I think next turn we are going to attack this, the light flight school. We've been pounding them from the air, and they've taken so many casualties. We've got a rather large force up here now that we can bring down. And then once we take that, then we can send them back towards the Volga to try to perhaps either hold our lines or push forward. I will put up some air defense here, and then we'll see what the Russians do. God, the typhus killing us here in the Red October factory settlement. just basically wiping these units out. Oh my gosh, where is that? That's down here, Red October. Okay. Turn end. Disease racks us again. Soviets are up. Let's see what they do. This is huge. So, see what they... I mean, it seems like they've got a ton of troops. Trolls. Very curious to see what this unit does that we've cut off now. So they're attacking with just this machine gun unit on our barbed wire up here. Hold up, Mighty Barbed... Oh gosh, we lost the Mighty Barbed Wire. This is the massive force that's been depleted now. They are trying to break back down to the river here. I assume we're going to get wiped out, right? For sure. Yeah, they did. Okay. Victory Soviets. But they're bombing the tractor works there. Hit some units pretty hard, but they did not really push their land advantage. They left this unit up, this big pile up here. So, however, we definitely want to attack here now on this unit. We have some units I think can make it. Placement this turn. Okay, here we go. So this is getting interesting now. The mighty blob finally moved. I think this unit here should be able to make it. Yeah, so we are going to... I think what we'll do on this turn here as we go forward. Our plan is going to be to have our force up here in this north of this Dolgi Krutol ravines. We're going to come from down here and attack right into here onto this massive force, because I think if we can hit them, they have no place to retreat. We'll also pull one unit over here to cut off their retreat backwards. Like to wipe them out this turn. That would be huge. Likewise, we need to clean up these areas up in here. So I will send these units perhaps over here to kind of try to take out this gun emplacement, and then this unit up here. Then I think we're going to try to dig in here along the technical works and the factory here and just try to we pound these with artillery and see if we can do some damage, because they definitely are cut off now. Then maybe in our next episode, we'll try to cut over here and take the Barkardi ordnance factory if we can. But yeah, okay, we'll get busy. Okay, here we go. Huge attack. Well, we don't actually have that much. We've got 11 units, but they're all in pretty good shape going against this massive force. We're outnumbered 8. How many do they have? 12. They've got like 19 units here, but they're all down to 1 and 2 strength because they've been hit so hard from the air, and their morale is pretty low too. So I'm hopeful our strength, our quality is going to overtake their quantity here. We'll see, because if we could wipe them out, they don't have any place to retreat, and I think they're all eliminated. So that would be good. And then up here, we're attacking this position that the Russians retook along the Volga, and then trying to attack this infiltration up here. They've only got some trenches. We got a little bit hitting there. We also have some bombardments going on and everything else where we can afford it. Our major artillery, our main artillery force has not come back yet, so we're doing this without them. I'll go forward here. I'll do the smaller ones. We'll be back for the bigger ones. All right, here's our little attack up on this infiltration way up in the north up there. Blew it away. Good. Victory Axis. We've got that position back. Oh, we can break through with both of our units, and we definitely will. Let's go there. That'll get us closer. All right, now Spartakovka is a smaller attack here. I just have a machine gun unit. This should be... It's a little bit of overkill here. Yeah, Victory Axis. Good. Wiped him out. Excellent. We could go there, but no, we don't want to. We're just going to stay where we are. Now our big attack. Fingers crossed. This is it. This could be pivotal in terms of the outcome of the battle. Defender cards. Defense smoke. Enemy planes receive a -3 combat penalty. That's bad. Can we play any cards? Guess not. Hopefully we can hit them. Okay, we did some damage. That's fine. Artillery firing. Good, good. Soviet side is routed. Victory Axis? We wiped them out! Yes, they were so beat down after getting pounded for like 2 weeks by our Air Force. We do not want to move. We want to stay right where we are. A huge victory for us here on the 2nd of November. That was good. Okay, because now we can divert all of those units back here, throw everything we've got here against the Barkardi Ordnance Factory in the next week or so, and then try to figure out what we can do with this. But if we can cut them off, we're down to 3 zones left for the Russians. However, massively fortified, massively occupied, and we have here, if we look at this, this is basically an entire Russian army, and they're at full strength pretty much. 3, 4, 5, 6, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. It's huge. We are hitting them a little bit with artillery, so we're starting to whittle away, but they have anti-aircraft, so I don't want to run our aircraft in there because we would get hit pretty hard by that. So we might need to, though. We might just pay the price and kind of go in there with our aircraft to try to pound them down a little bit, because they are a major problem. They can take whatever they want if they move. Anyway, I'm going to put up our air defense, and then we'll see what the Soviets do to respond. Typhus hit some of our pioneers. I did scatter about reinforcements on our weakest units in this area, because I don't know which way the Soviets are going to go, and we're probably going to end up needing them all. Let's go to the Soviet turn, see what they do. More reinforcements pouring in to the Barkardi Ordnance Factory. Wow, there's a lot of stuff there. Building rubble in the brickworks, throwing mines down in the Ordnance Factory. They get more units coming in? I thought we took that area. What the heck? Oh, I guess we have to leave a unit there? It's a bummer. So they're going to get... Oh, they took it over again. Okay. They're pounding... Oh, they wiped out our units in the oil refinery. Okay, this is the massive attack. They're trying to come back to these Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works, which is kind of what I expected they would do. They have a 53% chance of winning, though. It's not guaranteed here. See what happens. Okay. Some things there. We have to fight at least once. I think we're going to retreat, though. We're going to get hit hard. Okay. Yeah, we're going to retreat. Axis retreated from battle. Yep, I'll give them that. That's fine. If we can just send them back. Siege failed, so we still hold the tractor works there. That's okay. Okay. Siege results. And here comes their air defense move. So way up here in the north, because I forgot to leave a unit there, they were able to retake that. I guess this looks like these red lines looks like they can actually bring forces in along here. But okay, live and you learn. Didn't know that. We got our new cards here. We'll get this out of the way. Then we'll see what we get for our next turn. Card draw, prisoners interrogated. You can examine one enemy stack. We'll leave that for a second here. Well, there you have it. Another 9 days done in our Stalingrad campaign. Heavy casualties, although I was happy we wiped out that massive force that had been in the hinterlands there. The Soviets did retake up here because we didn't have a unit stationed there, so we'll have to attack that again and clean that up. And then over here, we lost the Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works again, but I think we can take back the sports park. I'll keep trading this with them back and forth. But again, the big question I have is, do we need to take the entire city? And can we take the entire city? I kind of want to see if we can get the entire city. To be honest, though, with artillery knocked out and no artillery fire, except for the ones that we have in these ground units in here, I feel like that's a huge loss. That was a big, powerful force for us. Anyway, I'll put a link to the next episode as soon as it's ready. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.